There are objects in space so bright they can be seen from billions of light years away. These incredible objects are called quasars. At first, astronomers thought they were ordinary stars because they appeared as tiny points of light. However, they soon discovered that quasars were much farther away than any star in our galaxy. This created a huge mystery. How could something so distant shine brighter than an entire galaxy? The answer lies at the center of every quasar. There is a supermassive black hole, sometimes billions of times more massive than the Sun. Although black holes themselves produce no light, the gas and dust falling toward them form a rapidly spinning disk. Friction heats this material to millions of degrees, causing it to glow with incredible intensity. This process releases so much energy that a single quasar can outshine hundreds of billions of stars. The most distant quasars are also windows into the past. Their light has traveled for more than 13 billion years, meaning we see them as they existed when the universe was still very young. By studying them, scientists learn what the early cosmos looked like shortly after the Big Bang. However, quasars raise another important question. Supermassive black holes should need billions of years to grow, yet some already existed only a few hundred million years after the universe formed. Scientists still do not know exactly how this happened. Some believe the first black holes were born unusually large, while others think they grew much faster than current theories suggest. Today, astronomers know that nearly every large galaxy contains a supermassive black hole at its center. Some remain quiet for millions of years, while others actively consume gas, dust, and even entire stars. As material falls inward, certain black holes launch enormous jets of energy that can extend for hundreds of thousands of light years. Black holes can also spin at incredible speeds. Their rotation twists the very fabric of space around them, an effect predicted by Einstein's theory of relativity. Objects passing nearby would experience this strange distortion of space and time. For decades, black holes were only theoretical predictions. Many scientists doubted they existed until powerful telescopes provided convincing evidence. In 2019, the world saw the first image of a black hole. The famous picture shows not the black hole itself, but the glowing ring of hot gas surrounding its dark center, where light cannot escape. Even today, black holes remain one of the greatest mysteries in the universe. Some theories suggest they could even hide entirely new universes beyond their event horizons. While there is no proof yet, these ideas show how much remains unknown about our cosmos.
Most of the universe is completely invisible. Every star, planet, galaxy, and cloud of gas that astronomers can observe makes up only about 5% of everything that exists. The remaining 95% is believed to be made of two mysterious things called dark matter and dark energy. Dark matter cannot be seen because it does not produce, reflect, or absorb light. Even the most powerful telescopes cannot detect it directly. Scientists know it exists only because of its gravity. Galaxies spin so fast that they should fly apart, but they stay together as if something invisible is holding them in place. That unseen force is believed to be dark matter. Although nobody has ever touched or seen dark matter, scientists estimate that there is much more of it than ordinary matter. In fact, every galaxy, including the Milky Way, is thought to be surrounded by an enormous halo of dark matter stretching far beyond the visible stars. Dark energy is even more mysterious. In the late 1990s, astronomers discovered that the expansion of the universe is speeding up instead of slowing down. They expected gravity to gradually reduce the expansion after the Big Bang, but observations showed the exact opposite. Something unknown is pushing galaxies farther apart every second. Scientists gave this invisible force the name dark energy. Today, dark energy is believed to make up nearly 70% of the entire universe. Despite this, nobody knows what it actually is. Some scientists think it is a property of empty space itself, while others believe it could be evidence that our understanding of physics is still incomplete. Another great mystery is known as the Great Attractor. It is a massive region of space pulling thousands of galaxies, including our own, toward it at incredible speeds. The strange part is that much of this region is hidden behind the dense stars and dust of the Milky Way. making it extremely difficult to observe. Even after decades of research, scientists still do not know exactly what is creating such an enormous gravitational pull. Not far from this mysterious region lies one of the strangest places ever discovered, the Boats Void. It is an enormous area of space where almost no galaxies exist. The void is about 330 million light-years across. If our Milky Way were placed inside it, the nearest large galaxy could be hundreds of millions of light-years away. Why such an empty region exists is still one of the biggest unanswered questions in astronomy. The more scientists explore the universe, the clearer it becomes that everything we can see is only a tiny fraction of what is really out there. Most of the cosmos remains hidden, waiting to be understood. Some of the smallest objects in the universe are also among the most extreme. They are called neutron stars. These incredible objects are formed when a massive star reaches the end of its life and collapses under its own gravity. Instead of becoming a black hole, the star is compressed into a sphere only about 20 kilometers across. Even though a neutron star is no larger than a city, it can contain more mass than our sun. The matter inside is packed so tightly that a single teaspoon of it would weigh around 1 billion tons on Earth. This makes neutron stars some of the densest objects known to science. Some neutron stars spin at unbelievable speeds. These are called pulsars. As they rotate, they release powerful beams of energy from their poles. If one of these beams points toward Earth during each rotation, astronomers detect a regular pulse of radio waves, X-rays, or even gamma rays. Some pulsars spin hundreds of times every second. An even stranger type of neutron star is known as a magnetar. Magnetars have the strongest magnetic fields ever discovered. Their magnetic force is so powerful that, if one passed halfway between Earth and the Moon, it could disrupt satellites and electronic systems on our planet. Getting much closer would be impossible for any spacecraft. From time to time, magnetars experience violent events called starquakes. Just as earthquakes shake our planet, starquakes crack the solid outer layer of a magnetar. These events release enormous bursts of energy in only a fraction of a second. For a brief moment, a single magnetar can release more energy than our sun produces in hundreds of thousands of years. In 2017, astronomers observed something they had been searching for over many years. Two neutron stars collided after orbiting each other for millions of years. The collision created powerful gravitational waves and a brilliant explosion that was detected by telescopes across the world. Scientists believe events like this create many of the heaviest elements in the universe, including gold and platinum. Every piece of gold in jewelry, electronics, or even inside the Earth may have been created billions of years ago during one of these incredible collisions. In other words, some of the rarest materials on our planet were likely born in one of the most violent events the universe has ever seen. The more scientists study neutron stars, pulsars, and magnetars, the more they learn about gravity, matter, and the hidden laws that shape our universe. The universe is not a random collection of galaxies. On the largest scales, galaxies form an enormous structure known as the cosmic web. This giant network is made of long filaments containing galaxies, gas, and dark matter. Between these filaments are vast empty regions called cosmic voids. If we could zoom far enough out, the universe would look less like scattered stars and more like an unimaginably huge three-dimensional spider web. Scientists believe this enormous structure began forming shortly after the Big Bang. Tiny differences in the distribution of matter slowly grew larger over billions of years. Gravity pulled galaxies together, creating long cosmic filaments while leaving huge empty spaces between them. Today, the cosmic web stretches across the entire observable universe and connects billions of galaxies through an invisible network. Our own Milky Way is part of this giant web. It belongs to a massive group of galaxies called Laniakea, a Hawaiian word meaning immense heaven. Laniakea contains around 100,000 galaxies spread across more than 500 million light-years. Although it seems impossible to imagine something so large, Laniakea is only one region among many across the observable universe. When astronomers first mapped nearby galaxies, they expected them to move in many different directions. Instead, they discovered that entire groups of galaxies were slowly drifting toward the same region of space. This mysterious destination became known as the Great Attractor. Even today, scientists still do not fully understand everything hidden inside this enormous gravitational region. Another question has fascinated scientists for centuries. Does the universe actually have an edge? According to current observations, nobody has ever found one. Every time telescopes become more powerful, they simply reveal more galaxies beyond the previous limit. It is possible that the universe has no edge at all, or that the observable part is only a tiny fraction of something much larger. The observable universe has a limit because light travels at a finite speed. Since the universe is about 13.8 billion years old, we can only see light that has had enough time to reach us. Beyond that distance, there may be countless galaxies that are forever invisible because their light has not yet arrived and may never reach Earth. Some scientists suggest that the entire universe may be much larger than the observable region. Others believe space could even be infinite. If that idea is true, there could be endless galaxies, endless stars, and perhaps even distant regions that look almost identical to our own. At the moment, nobody knows which possibility is correct. The more we learn about the structure of the universe, the more mysterious it becomes. Every discovery answers one question while creating several new ones. Even with the most advanced telescopes ever built, humanity has explored only a tiny fraction of what may exist beyond the limits of our observations.